what was it? Balenciaga. They put the little kids in the real suggestive outfits and shit to sell clothes. The pedophilia thing, that's coming. That's next on the list. The everything that's an affront to God, is being blurred. It's all, that's the whole Thelema and Aleister Crowley and all that satanic shit about as above, so below, and, blurring all the lines, David Bowie, the, androgyny, and that's all by design. That's all where, Strange World, that Disney movie, the problem with that is we're counting that as a victory. The fact that it underperformed when it opened on Thanksgiving or whatever. That's not a victory. A victory is putting Disney out of business. But I don't want to be one of these guys that says, don't watch that, burn books or anything like that. I think it's just important that people understand, what it is they're watching. Go ahead and watch it, just to understand what it is. I watched, just simply because I like Tim Burton and the fact that he's directing a TV show and that he's also executive producing it, and throw in the fact that Fred Armisen is playing Uncle Fester. I said, okay, I'll try one out. So I watched one episode, the first episode of Wednesday, and it was pretty good. I'm not, there was one little dig at religion, but they're going after the kids, man. That's, and then nobody's doing anything about it. They just say, oh, we'll forget about this. Nothing comes of it. And then it just happens again. And again, nobody's held responsible for trying to corrupt our kids. It just keeps happening and happening. It's almost as if we have been beaten into submission. And I know how they're doing it. I'm telling you. I've got a video of Neil deGrasse Tyson. And he's giving a lecture. He's addressing some, scholarly university types. And his quote is, I'm not here to talk about why 85% of the scientists in our community don't believe in God. I'm here to ask why do 15% still believe in God? Ricky Gervais, if you've seen that stand-up special where he just blasts Christianity. He just, and we say, oh, that's all right. We don't hold him accountable. We act like, the go-to thing I hear from everybody is, oh, I just don't watch. Well, watch it. My thing is understand what you're watching. That way you can discuss it. Don't, I'm telling you, I'm not going to be one of these people that says burn books. I'm not going to do it. Say, don't watch it. They're showing you their hand. They're giving you their playbook. There's a scripture verse. Lo, can you bring up that scripture verse? It's 2 Timothy 1:7, where it says, that's it. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power and of love and of self-control. Now, I'm not much on the love and self-control part. I'm more worried about the power part at the moment. How are we going to do this? What are we going to do? How are we going to get out of this mess we're in, Because it's going to, the way I look at it is, hey, you got the Christians and you got the Antichrist. That's it. We're going to boil it down to its essence. That's the simplest way to approach this subject. There's Christians and there's anti-Christians. We are a Christian society. The United States of America is a Christian society, and it's losing its way every day. And if you look at the politicians, let's look at government in general. Look at 501c3s and prayer in school and just all the things that are contrary to teachings of the Bible. Look at the sham that the Federal Reserve Bank is. Look at institutions like colleges and even grade school. I mean, the mass media, television that's meant to be just something you do for fun on a weeknight to get you through from the time after dinner till bedtime. You're like watching Big Bang Theory or something, and they're just digging. Death by a Thousand Cuts of Christianity. Michael Medved, he runs the Jewish temple out in Santa Monica, California. If you've heard the name before, he was on ABC News. He was the big movie critic. He's the number one radio talk show in America, or at least he was at one point. And his thing is, it's not a war on God. And this is a Jew saying this, okay? It's not a war on God. It's a war on Christianity. They're coming out, guns blazing, trying to stop Christianity. My thing is, hey, if you're a Christian, they might have all that other stuff, but you've got to believe in your faith. You've got to be able to say, hey, I'm a Christian, and by God, I'm proud of it. I'm happy to be a Christian. I have to announce it from the rooftops. Don't be ashamed of it. Tell everybody you see, I'm a Christian. I believe Jesus Christ is God. I believe in the triune God of the New Testament of the Holy Bible. If that's what you believe, let people know that's what you believe.